Okay, Sunday afternoon, 1:30. I finally made it to the Paris Mountain State Park. I was at the park center and got myself a trail map. And now I drove to the parking area 5 and 6. That's the one for the Sulphur Springs trail. That's a 4-mile trail, and that's what I want to start with. And then I will see if I do that round or if I make a detour somewhere else. We will see. Have a good day. Okay, now I'm 1 kilometer down on that path, and I have to say that they are not as good with the signage of the trails like the other trails I was hiking before, like in the Chimney Rock and so on. They have those white markings, and this is the white trail, so that's fine. But then again, there are multiple crossings, and no crossing has any sign which way would be the right one to keep on the white trail. So I obviously took already one wrong turn and had to go through the brushes to come from one trail to the other. Now I will try to stay on the right one. We will see. Okay, 2 kilometers in now, 35 minutes walking with all the stops and picture taking. And slowly I understand why it's called the Paris Mountain State Park and not the Paris Flat State Park, because it's going to be really steep in times. At the moment I'm really climbing up. That's heavy. Actually today would be an ideal weather for hiking. It's cloudy the whole day, not too warm, still 25 degrees, and so humid. Sweat is pouring in streams down. And another picture spot. Okay. Now 1 hour in the hike, 3.6 kilometers behind me, and finally I reached more or less, I think, the top. So I'm close to the mountaintop, I think. So the rooftop, the treetop is lighter, more light gets through. Unfortunately, I think there's no viewpoint here, because I think that you would have a great view from up high, but I think on this route there's nothing like that. But at least after the steep climb was done, temperature-wise, it's a bit better than before. Just met a bicyclist who asked if I'm looking for reception. I said, no, I'm YouTubing. So, yeah. What did I want to say? Yes, so after the steep climb is done, that's way better. My maximum heartbeat during the climb was like 160 beats per minute, which is a bit high for a walk. I mean, it's after all a hike in the woods. Okay, this part of the hike, I'm now a bit above 5 kilometers. In this part, you can see that this is also made for mountain bikers. Phil would really enjoy that. A friend of mine who is biking, and just saw one passing by. And in some of the curves, they also have a bit steep that you can really go around curves fast. Like we know that from Austria, differences in Austria, you can take the cable car to the top and then with the mountain bike down. And here, of course, you can go downhill, but then there comes a point in time when you have to turn around and pedal back up again, all with your muscles. But not too bad. I think the majority of the trails can be done also by bike, except for a few of them who says this trail is biking only. And I think especially this one, the first part would not be doable with the bike, but the second part easily.
We're getting closer?
Maybe a little. It's interesting.
This takes off, it's going to go about 5-6 miles an hour.
Would you know what kind of snake this is?
From here it looks like a black snake. But I don't mess with none of them.
Is it poisonous?
Huh?
Is it poisonous?
I can't really say real good, but if it's all black, then the answer is
I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees.
Okay, finally at the end of the hike I saw a black snake. Really nice. When I'm going for a run, I'm always looking for snakes. Never found one or never saw one, and this time with the hiking I saw one finally. Completely relaxed. There was no issue. Behind me was a guy who told me that it's not poisonous, so everything was fine. Now I did some swimming in the lake, and that's the end of the day, end of the story. Have a good evening. Bye.